Hi students, in today's lecture we are going to learn about conduct of meeting. In this contain notice and quorum of meeting. So let's go for the notice of meeting. Time and place of board meeting. The date, time and place of meeting must be mentioned in the notice. The act provides that the annual general meeting must be held at register office of the company during business hours and on a day which is not a public holiday, but there is no such provision in respect of board meeting. Therefore, board meeting may be held at any place and outside the business hours as per the convenience of director. Place of meeting. The register of contracts must be kept at the register office of a company as per section 189. These register shall be availed at the board meeting also. But if a board meeting is held at a place other than the register office, then the register of contract will have to be removed outside the register office, which will violate the provision of section 189 subsection 1. However, the Department of Company Affairs has clarified that it should be sufficient compliance with the provision of section 189 subsection 5 of the act, even if the company give adequate notice to its shareholder, entire one for all or from time to time, indicating the precise period during business hours and the day on which they may be in respect the register kept under section 189 subsection 1 at the register office. These clarification reveals that now legally there is no problem to hold board meeting at any place if the necessary notice to shareholders has been given. Board meeting on public holidays. As per section 174 subsection 1, a adjourned board meeting cannot be held on public holiday. On this provision, the Company Law Board stated that section 288 does not prohibit the companies from holding its original board meeting on public holidays unless its article of association provide otherwise. That means the Company Law Board may not have any objection if a company hold the original board meeting on public holidays. Chairman of board meeting. Every company should have a chairman who would be the chairman of meeting of the board. It is a duty of chairman to see the meeting is duly convened, convened and constitute as per the provision of the act or any other applicable guideline, rules and regulations before its proceed to to transact business. The chairman should be conduct the proceedings of a meeting and see to it that only those items of business which are mentioned in the agenda are transacted and generally in the order in which the item appears on the agenda. The task of chairman is to be encourage deliberation and debate and assess the sense of meeting. The chairman should ensure that the proceedings of meeting are correctly recorded, and while doing so, he may exercise his discretion to include or exclude any matters. So far as a public company is concerned, if the chairman himself is interested in any items of business, He should entrust the conduct of proceeding in respect of such item to any other disinterested director and resume the chair after that time of business has been transacted. Quorum of meeting. Section 174. Quorum means the minimum number of directors which must be present so as to constitute the meeting valid. The quorum for a meeting of board director of company shall be one third of the total strength. Any fraction consent in that one third being rounded off as one or two director, whichever is higher. The participation of the director by video conferencing or by other audio visual means shall also be counted for the purposes of quorum under this subsection. The continuing director may act notwithstanding any vacancy in the board, but if and so long as their number is reduced below the quorum fixed by the Act for a meeting of the board, the continuing director or director may act for the purpose increasing the number of director to that fixed for the quorum or of summoning a general meeting of the company and for no other purpose, where at any time the number of interesting director exceed or is equal to one third of total strength of the board director, the number of director who are not interested director and present at the meeting being not less than 2 shall be quorum during such time. For this purpose of this section, interested director means any director who is personally interested in matters before the board meeting. He should not take any part in discussion or vote of any contract or arrangement agreement enter into by or on behalf of company. Moreover, his presence in meeting cannot be counted for the purpose of forming a quorum. Section 184. In the above section, total strength means the total strength of board of director of company after deducting therefrom the number of the director, if any, whose place may be a vacant at the time. Adjournment of meeting for want of quorum. Where a meeting of board cannot be held for want of quorum, then unless the article of company otherwise provide, the meeting shall be automatically stand adjourned to the same day at the same time at same place in next week, or if that the day is national holiday till the next succeeding day, which is not a national holiday, at the same time and place. A quorum must be disinterested quorum. That means it must be comprised of directors who are entitled to vote of the particular resolution before the board. It should be noted that the quorum must be present throughout the meeting. Hence, the quorum present only commencement of meeting is not sufficient. It should be present at every stage of meeting. If the quorum is not present The business transact at meeting become wide, where a meeting is called but call not be held for want of quorum. It shall not be trusted as contractual of section 173 of the Act, which require at least one meeting in every 3 months at and at least four such a meeting in year to be held by the company. This is a notice and quorum of uh, this is a quorum for a meeting of board director. So thank you.